So you want to learn how to make your own graver end pieces? Well, today I'm going to show you how to do that. So these are the 4 chisel end pieces that I want. I have a flat sharp already made. The round I'm going to be making in today's video, along with the flat round. And the dimple one, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do about that, but we'll figure it out. So here we're going to start shaping the tip for the round graver hammer end piece. I've been working on getting better camera angles, and I didn't realize how bad of an angle this was. And the whole time I was grinding this, every time it started to get a little bit warm, I dunked it in some really cold water. And the reason I was doing that is because this is hardened steel and I don't want it to lose its temper. And now I'm going to use a hacksaw and try and cut this off, even though that was a really bad idea. Now that I've cut through this thing like 80% of the way, I'm going to try and snap it off. And that worked out a lot nicer than I thought it was going to. Alright, this is the one that I just finished making after I put some flat edges on the other side so it would fit into the graver. And right here around the top I was going to make it flat, but I decided it would cut into the middle a little too much, so I ended up rounding that off. And this one right here I made kind of like a splitter, but it doesn't really work how I had wanted it to, so I might end up turning it into something else. And this is how they fit into the graver. This one actually fits in perfectly. I'm very satisfied with how these graver hammers are turning out. And here's a close-up of it. Now before I use this for anything, I'm going to put a mirror finish on the end of it. So these are the only gravers that I've made so far. I've got the flat one, the flat round, the sharp chisel type one, and then a flat rounded one that I still have to cut off. So I've got these little diamond discs that I'm going to be using to try and cut this off. We're going to see how well it works. I've never used them before, but people online say they work really well. Let's get right to it and cut it off. By the way, if you'd like to help support what I do, there's a link in the description below to Patreon, and anyone that becomes a patron would be able to see the videos before they're posted on YouTube. From now on, I'm going to be using these cutting discs for a lot of things because they made light work of this hardened steel. Now that we've got this one cut, we can snap it off. And boy, was that a satisfying snap. Now we have to grind down the sides to make it so it'll fit into the graver. It actually doesn't even take much for it to fit. By the way, this is my $40 Wen bench grinder. This thing is a beast. If you like this type of content, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.